it's Liz Yuille from Old Stables Crafts. Thank you very much for joining me again today. Today's project is inspired by this gift that I made for the team away day this last weekend. So there were over 80 of us, all spending a day crafting together, which, I mean, what better way to spend a Sunday than with lots of like-minded people all crafting away. But I wanted to make sure that my team felt specially loved, so I made them all this little gift. Now this is all retired stuff because I saved lots of the designer series paper from the last autumn winter catalogue that had sunflowers on it, because sunflowers obviously are my big thing, and my team are called the Sparkling Sunflowers. So everything that I make that is to do with my team tends to have sunflowers on it. Certainly for the moment, while I can still get my hands on sunflowery things. This is a slightly illegal badge. It's using shrink plastic and the painted harvest. I say illegal because technically shrinking it makes it not the same as the original stamp. So it's a bit borderline as to whether or not it's permitted. But anyway, so this was the inspiration for my project today, which is a Halloween project. Now there's nothing new about making these little bags, but why, you know, just because it's not new doesn't mean it's not a good thing to do. So I have used, because generally these have been made in the US and they've been used with the little Hershey nuggets, which you can get in the UK, but they are an arm and a leg. And very difficult to get hold of, even if you are prepared to spend that sort of money. So I went to a certain large Swedish shop and I bought these, and they are pretty much perfect size for this particular project. So as you can see, they fit beautifully in this bag. Now I have already made some, but I'm going to show you, or I say made, wrapped some, but I'm going to show you how I did that. So I'm using our lovely 2 by 8 inch cello bags. These are amazing. I've used them tons. They are, if memory serves me, yes, it says so, food safe. So perfect for all sorts of food stuff. Now, these are great for craft fairs. If you're going to a craft fair, certainly in the UK, it does depend on whereabouts the craft fair is, but unless you've got a hygiene licence, you can only sell wrapped goods. So again, these are perfect. I know it's different in the US, and there are some parts of the UK where it's subtly different, but certainly for where I am and for general consumption, I would always say, if you haven't got a hygiene licence, stick with wrapped goods. It's safer anyway. Anyway, so one of these little bars and a piece of 1¼ inch by 3 inch designer series paper, and of course I'm using the Toil and Trouble designer series paper. Let me grab a better selection. You'd think, actually no, I've got a good selection here. This is fine. This is fine. So we've got the cauldrons, which have got the green lemon lime twist on the back. We've got hats, which have got these lovely frogs on the back. We've got the brooms, which I'm using, which have got pumpkins on the back. The little cats, which I've used, which have got the little witch on the back. Bats with these brilliant stars. And then we're back to where we've been already, apart from this one, which has got little ghosts. So the really great thing about this, and this is me being slightly sad about these things, this is 1¼ inches wide and you get all the brooms. It's a perfect size. So I got very excited when I realised that. So turn it over to the back, and I use our multi-purpose liquid adhesive. As anyone who's watched me for any length of time knows, it's my favourite adhesive. So I'm just putting a wee bit across the back, and then I'm sort of spreading it out a bit so it's, you know, reasonably spread. Now, what I've tended to do is to prep lots at once so that the glue's beginning to go set before I put it all together. It's just a speed thing. So all I'm going to do is just wrap my little chocolate nugget in the paper, and you can see it's a perfect fit at 3 inches length and 1¼ inches wide. And the fact that you get the brooms doing that is just, oh, perfect. So, cello bag and your wrapped goodies, and then all I do is, because I've got 2 designs, now you can do all 6 designs if you want. I just thought I would do 2 and alternate them as I feed them in. It's also easier to feed them in as a block than it is to feed them in one at a time, because if you feed them in one at a time, they have a tendency to twist. So, and then just a ruler just to, whoops, make sure that they're properly in place, and that is your basic bag of goodies. Now, I have already punched using the the Everyday Label Punch, some of the black foil cardstock, and can you see, I'm hoping, the lighting's not great, it's not that late in the evening, but we've got this storm coming through and it's all a bit weird, the lighting, but can you see, you can, yes, how glossy that is. It's perfect, and it's the perfect size for the top of the bag. Another thing I got really excited about, it's quite sad. We've also got our little spiders. So, and these come with a little loops. You could actually use them to make some earrings. I have used some of these for some of these sort of similar ideas for earrings in the past, and I have to say they were very popular. So I'm just adding that to a piece of baker's twine, and I will tie that, whoops, in a knot so that he's well and truly in place. You could use metallic thread. It does get a little fiddly with the metallic thread, ask me how I know, but you could use metallic thread. Then I'm going to tie the 2 ends together in a knot, because we're then going to loop it onto our ribbon. Oh, come along. So hopefully this is in good time for Halloween. We've got over a month, but I know people like to get ahead with their Halloween projects. I'm not a great Halloween person. I mean, it's fine, but I think it's very much aimed at children. I don't have children. My niece is now 21, so, you know, a little past what I think of as Halloween. It's a weird thing. So Halloween is always thought of as an Americanism, which it sort of is, but it actually started, trick-or-treating and Halloween as an event, actually started in the UK and then went to America. America did its, due respect to our American friends, its usual, you know, make it bigger and brassier, and sent it back to us. So, oh, see, I'm so busy chatting, so I forgot what I was meant to be doing. I will undo this knot. I will. I will. Trouble with black is it's very difficult to see where you are. Oh, come along. What I don't want to do is cut the whole thing off, because that's a waste of ribbon. Oh dear, this is going to be like watching paint dry. Great TV. Right, okay, so let's try that again. Let me just cut that end off. So what I want to do is feed my little spider onto my half knot, so that when I come to do my full knot, he's trapped. There we go. That's better. Come on, down you come. There we are. So there's our little spider and our knot. And then we can just trim the ends off so that they're a sensible length and sort of even. So that's the basic bag. And then I thought it would be quite fun to add something to this top bit here. The labels fit perfectly, as I say, across here. So I've cut two. I'm just going to grab some tear and tape and add a couple of bits across. So I want one there and one there. And then on this one, I just want one across the middle. And then if I peel that off, I can then attach that, whoops, to the back across the wide part. And then this one just sits on top, but we then use this one piece at the top to stick the two bits of card together. So it just saves a step. So just line up and stick together. So that's that. And then I've already cut from the paper that's got the hats on one side and the frogs on the other, a hat. And then I'm just going to take a dimensional, pop that on the back, and then pop our little hat as a jaunty angle. And that's that. Really quick, really easy. Wrapping these takes a wee bit of time, but it's the sort of thing you can do while you're watching TV. Just have a tray on your lap and do that. You can use tear and tape. Snail isn't quite strong enough to keep the wrap. I found that it can unwrap. It's not the end of the world if it unwraps, but you know. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Just a quick little thing, as I say, great for craft fairs. So if you're doing a school fair or that sort of thing, be perfect for anything coming up before Halloween. Thank you very much. Oh, and of course you could do a similar one, and of course I will be doing a similar one for Christmas, which isn't far away. So thank you very much indeed for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, give it a thumbs up. As you probably remember, I am trying to hit 5,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel by my birthday, which is on the 1st of November. So if you don't already subscribe, please hit the subscribe button. It's about there. If you want any information about this, it will be on my blog post, which is linked in the description bar below. If you need any of the items to make your own one of these and you're in the UK, it would be an honour to have you as my customer. I try to look after my customers really well. So if you would like to shop with me, there's a link immediately below here. There's also the host code, which if you use that, not only will you get your usual thank you card and gift from me, you will also get to share in the host rewards. And what I do is I accumulate all of those together from everyone who shops with me in a given month, and then I divide it up and everybody gets a share of the product. So I just think it's a nice way to make sure that everybody gets a little bit extra. If you spend £30 or a multiple thereof on the my online store and use the hostess code, you also get a sunflower reward, which is one of those things where you collect 10, and then when you've got 10 you can send them back to me, and you can exchange them for some goodies. So thank you very much indeed for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye!